Lucas Oil, we take pride in creating problem-solving products to make your car care easier. We protect your vehicle and make it run longer so you can focus on the things that matter most. Whether it's commuting to work, visiting a loved one, taking the kids where they need to go, going to the big game, or anywhere life takes you, Lucas Oil is committed to getting you there for all of life's important moments. Lucas Oil, it works.
Big trucks, epic stunts, Monster Jam. Can you conquer the Big Air Challenge? Try to reach the top. Ooh, so close. Blast in the big air. Boom! You hit the top and blast in the fireworks. Monster Jam trucks win. New Monster Jam Big Air Challenge. Other trucks each sold separately.
So it's game day, and you need to get your hair in shape. Enter Great Clips. Our skilled stylists save your haircut details and clip notes for the look you love almost as much as your team. We got you, and you got this. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Milwaukee, and for all of you watching live at home right now, welcome to Monster Jam on Arena Championship Series Central. Just a few hours ago, we saw Weston Anderson in Gravedigger secure the overall event championship. And now here we are going into tonight's event. It is anybody's game. We are starting with a completely clean slate. It's going to be an epic night here at Monster Jam. We've also seen Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian continue to dominate in the JCB Monster Jam racing competitions. Now, as you guys are coming on in to the Fiserv forum and taking your seats, we encourage you to go to monsterjam.com, check out everything that's happening throughout Monster Jam, and even hop on over to one of our social media platforms by following us at Monster Jam if you aren't doing so already. And as you're walking around the concourse, maybe stop off at one of our merchandise stands, get yourself a little bit of swag, one of our amazing Spin Master toys, and just have a wonderful time with each and every one of us here at Monster Jam.
That's what I'm gonna do. I got a new tattoo. Don't know what to tell you. Got nothing left to prove to you. I say, hey, you can't stop me, 'cause my pain, is gasoline. I can't wait, no, for nobody. If you wait, my heart is 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom. I'm going. There's a big storm. It's coming. I'm going. There's a big storm. It's coming. Boom, boom, boom. My feet go boom, 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 boom. My heart beats boom, 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 boom. My feet go zoom, 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 zoom. My feet go boom, boom, boom. Walking away from you.
Can I tell you something just between you and me? When I hear your voice, I know I'm finally free. Every single word is perfect as it can be, and I need you here with me. When you lift me up, I know that I'll never fall. I can speak to you by saying nothing at all. Every single time I find it harder to breathe, 'cause I need you here with me every day. You're saying
Milwaukee, welcome to Monster Jam here on Arena Championship Series Central. We have 8 of the most talented superstars in this sport ready to throw down on that track in a total of 4 competitions. We're going to kick things off with JCB Monster Jam Racing, go into the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, followed up with Monster Jam Donuts, and then end it all with that epic grand finale, Monster Jam Freestyle, where you will have the opportunity to witness 12,000-pound Monster Jam trucks soar through the air. It's going to be absolutely incredible, and you, our Monster Jam fans, will actually be playing a pivotal role in the outcome of today. And for more on that, Taylor, take it away.
That's right, Christina. I'm actually going to be bringing you all exclusive footage from behind the scenes. We'll get to talk with some of our Monster Jam drivers, our crew chiefs, but of course, I have to make my way into the stands to chat with all of you, our amazing Monster Jam fans, because as Christina said, you all are going to be helping us crown our champion tonight on Arena Championship Series Central. But we'll talk more about that later during Trackside.
So, Taylor, just a few hours ago, we saw Weston Anderson in Gravedigger claim yet another overall event championship win. This is his 6th one so far this series, and he just keeps getting better and better. But he's had some struggles as well along the way. But right now, I really want to focus on Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian, because she has been dominating Monster Jam Racing.
She has, and she claims it too. That's where she says that she feels the most comfortable. That's how she started in the motorsports business. But she actually had a really, really good run. And she's the only one to walk away with this many points in the racing competitions.
Exactly. And there's only been 3 drivers who have clinched the JCB Monster Jam Racing competition, and that is Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Brandon Toluchka, and Just Get Her Done too. We actually just saw him racing head-to-head with Jamie in the finals, and then Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. But Jamie is such an intuitive driver. She's a fast driver, and she understands how to really cut those corners and avoid the turn cones, because when you hit one of those turn cones, it is an automatic disqualification. And she has just soared each and every competition when it comes especially to JCB Monster Jam Racing. But the real kicker today came in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Now, Weston Anderson is undefeated in that competition. However, Jamie Sullivan, again, in Monster Mutt Dalmatian, there's a pattern here. She's been giving him a run for his money.
She has. She came really, really close. I mean, it wasn't even a full point, was it, that she was behind him on that competition. So she really could take it. And I love seeing her in that first event of the weekend because she really hits it hard. I think she gets used to the dirt, used to the arena. And then by the time she comes back for that next event, she really hits the ground running.
And you said it. They were divided by less than a point. Actually, 3 1/1000ths of a point. I had to make sure of that one because that was unbelievable. I don't think we've ever seen such a close call when it comes to scoring. So that's why it really is so important for our fans to go to judgeszone.com and really score accurately and fairly. I know we're going to talk about that in a lot more detail, but that's how our fans are going to be playing that pivotal role. And we saw it today in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Then we went over to Monster Jam Donuts, and Frank Crummell in Zombie, he's a seasoned veteran in the sport, but he actually had one of his highest finishes in the Monster Jam Donut competition. He actually finished second, only to Weston Anderson in Gravedigger.
He did. And, just before that in the 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, he actually experienced some issues with his rear axle. We chatted with him during the halftime, and he was back there, working on his truck like he does, trying to get everything back in order. So he came back out on the track just like that, and he scored very, very well.
And I think you'll have the opportunity to chat with him just a little bit more later to go into more detail exactly what happened. We're hoping that Zombie is ready to rock coming into tonight's event. But again, you'll hear from Frank Crummell just a little bit later. And then the last driver we want to touch upon is Brandon Toluchka in Just Get Her Done too. Now, we're in the Toluchka's home state right now. So the entire Toluchka family is here. For those of you who don't know, we also have Michaela Toluchka and Megalodon on this series. They are a brother-sister duo, and they have just an amazing family support system here this weekend. And we saw Brandon, he's been excelling, in all the different phases of the competition. And I really thought coming into freestyle, he was going to dominate, but he had a little bit of an issue going into a bicycle. And that is arguably one of the hardest tricks to pull off here in Monster Jam. You can see it up there on the board. As he was going around, he did go onto the side, which is supposed to happen. However, he went too far over, tried to do a sidewall save, and wasn't able to put that truck on all 4 BKT tires.
That is correct. But, I guess just kind of backtracking a little bit, he had a really great run in his Great Clips 2-wheel skills challenge as well. And I just so happened to be sitting next to his mom, Kathy. And it was really nice to just see her react and be in the moment and, get nervous and really just cheer them on. And so both of them were actually waving to their family throughout the entire event, which is really sweet.
And it's wonderful because here at Monster Jam, we're all about family. And seeing, especially the Teluchkas here this weekend, it really is a family affair. Last weekend we had Dennis Anderson in Kansas City supporting, his son Weston Anderson. So it's always wonderful, especially with these second generation drivers, when they do have the support of their family coming to these live events. And it really is absolutely amazing. I have a feeling tonight's going to be another epic Monster Jam event. But right now, Taylor, I'm going to let you go because I know you're going to be running around back in the pits, in the stands with all of our amazing Monster Jam fans. And we have a lot more trackside coming your way. But right now, Taylor, I'm going to let you go.
Monster Jam fans, Bryce King coming to you from inside Great Clips, getting ready to get this mohawk right. But I need you to get your phones out right now so you don't miss out on a great offer from Great Clips. Scan the QR code to make sure you get $2 off on your next Great Clips here. Looks great, feels great. See you guys soon.
At JCB, we know good enough is never good enough. Simply meeting expectations just won't cut it. We built JCB with that in mind, because in this life, you have to tackle each challenge as it comes. Be strong. Be bold. Be committed. You have to rise above. You have to be better.
Milwaukee, tonight you are going to witness big air, amazing stunts, and if you're capturing it on your cell phones and putting it up on social media, we want to make sure that you're sharing it with us. So make sure to follow us at Monster Jam across all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and yes, even TikTok. And as you're posting along, make sure you're using that hashtag Monster Jam and keep an eye out on the video board, especially if you're with us here in the Fiserv Forum, because you just might see your name in lights. Monster Jam fans, we have 4 amazing competitions coming your way tonight. And we're going to kick things off with the JCB racing competition. I want you to take a look at the video board and that bracket. So each of our drivers have been seated into the bracket based on a random draw. And that is going to be the very first competition of tonight's event. But before we talk about competition, let's learn more about our amazing Monster Jam superstars. So we're going to kick this off with Michaela Toluchka, driver of Megalodon. This is her 2nd season here at Monster Jam. She's a 2nd generation driver, a 2023 Rookie of the Year nominee, and she's been doing exceedingly well in Monster Jam Donuts. That is her most consistent phase of the competition. So keep an eye out for Michaela Toluchka in Megalodon, especially during the Monster Jam Donut competition. Next up, we have here in his debut series, Alex Barden in Stone Crusher. Now, this driver is no stranger to Monster Jam. He got a start in 2018 driving a variety of Monster Jam trucks, but this year he's actually piloting Stone Crusher, a truck that started back in 2005. And anytime you talk to Alex, he is so passionate about what he gets to do here at Monster Jam. He went from a super fan to a superstar. So Alex Barden in Stone Crusher. As you can see, that is our first matchup. Megalodon going head-to-head against Stone Crusher. Now, these two are actually very evenly matched. Michaela Toluchka in Megalodon has yet to win a round 1 Monster Jam racing win. Stone Crusher's Alex Barden has won a handful of first round races, but has struggled moving on to the semifinals. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup. Moving on to Brianna Mahan, driver of Scooby-Doo. We call her the Princess of Carnage. And last week, she lived up to her name, securing a Monster Jam freestyle win with a Morgan & Morgan backflip. It was absolutely incredible. And she's doing this with her young daughter on the road with her. So she became a mother last year, and her 9-month-old Sage and her mother are actually touring with us this series. So it's wonderful to see her back in the driver's seat. She is a 9-year veteran in the sport, was a 2015 Rookie of the Year. So keep an eye out for the Princess of Carnage. Next up, we have Brandon Toluchka in Just Get Her Done 2, half of the Toluchka family. We heard about Michaela Toluchka not too long ago. This is her brother, Brandon Toluchka, once again, a 2nd-generation driver. He is so proficient when it comes to Monster Jam racing and actually has the 2nd-best record on this series so far when it comes to Monster Jam racing, and is only one of 3 competitors to secure a JCB Monster Jam racing win. Once again, let's take a look back at that bracket. These two, this is actually their very first time meeting up in round 1. Scooby-Doo, Brianna Mahan going head-to-head against Brandon Toluchka and Just Get Her Done 2. That is a strong matchup, but as I've said, Brandon Toluchka and Just Get Her Done 2 is a very strong competitor when it comes to JCB Monster Jam racing. Moving on to currently your overall points leader, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Now he is a defending Arena Series champion. Just a few hours ago, he secured an overall event championship win, was a 2022 Rookie of the Year, went home a 2023 freestyle winner in the arena category, and he is a force to be reckoned with. He is currently leading when it comes to the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, is undefeated, going 8 for 8 in that competition. So always keep your eye on an Anderson. Next up, we have the veteran here on this series, Frank Crummell in Zombie. He is a 16-year veteran piloting 37 Monster Jam trucks. You heard that number correctly. It's absolutely amazing. He is such a well-respected driver in this sport. And a few hours ago, he actually secured one of his highest Monster Jam donut scores of the season, putting him 2nd in donuts only to Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. So anytime this driver takes to the track, make sure you got these zombie arms moving. Now, these two, this is their first time actually meeting this particular series, but last year, the two of them were on tour together and have gone head-to-head many times. As far as their record goes, we have 13-2, with Weston Anderson taking 13 of those racing wins to the 2 with Frank Crummell in Zombie. But it's going to be really interesting because we've seen Weston struggle a little bit with JCB racing, and Frank is a veteran in the sport and can adapt to the track conditions. Our last matchup is Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco, hailing all the way from the West Coast in sunny California. This is his debut series, but he is proving he is no rookie. He is a force to be reckoned with. Last week, he had his highest freestyle score of the series so far with a 9.204. Very proficient in Monster Jam racing and is really picking things up when it comes to the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge, pushing the envelope a little bit and trying some of those harder tricks like the poppers or the moonwalks. So keep your eye out on this particular driver. And last but not least, we have the woman who has been dominating the JCB racing competition, Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Now, she is a student at the University of Northwestern Ohio. And when it comes to racing, I've said it before, but she is dominating. She has an 83.3% when it comes to Monster Jam racing. That is her racing percentage, which is absolutely incredible. Her points, when you look at the overall series points, she has 158 points, and 45 of those points are from racing alone. Absolutely incredible. That's going to be a really fun matchup between each of those drivers going into the JCB racing competition.
Everyone, I'm hanging out in section 103. I've got some Monster Jam fans here with me. Tell everybody your name.
I'm Brooklyn. Mason. I'm Mason. Emerson.
Yes, and now you all have been to Monster Jam a few times. How many times would you say you've been to Monster Jam, Brooklyn?
Like 10 times.
10 times. How about you?
6.
6. Awesome. So that's a lot of times. Now, we've got some of our classic Monster Jam trucks here. Who is your favorite Monster Jam truck?
I would say Dalmatian.
Dalmatian. All right, Monster Mutt. How about you?
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger. And what about you, Emerson?
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. Awesome. Well, who do you think is going to take home the win today? I know. It's hard. I do the same thing every day.
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger, of course. Of course, that's your favorite. Well, we're just sitting here waiting for everything to start. If you could say one thing to Jamie Sullivan as she gets ready to get out there on the track today, what would it be?
Just be safe.
Be safe. Well, here at Monster Jam, they are always very safe, but we're going to get some awesome stunts and epic tricks. So go ahead and wave and tell all of your favorite drivers good luck.
Monster Jam. Can you conquer the Megalodon loop of doom? Watch out for the gap. Wipe out. Don't give up. Megalodon jumps the gap. You can extend the gap for a bigger challenge. Megalodon conquers the loop of doom. Yeah! You can get other Monster Jam trucks in on the stunting action. Jump the gap or wipe out. New Megalodon loop of doom from Monster Jam. Other trucks sold separately.
Turn your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
Students that go through our programs have fantastic experiences and they come out getting good job placements.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees in trades that are in high demand all across the country.
10 out of 10. If you even think this is the right place for you, you better just go.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
Tape, total tape. Easy, fast. You taped it. Holy taped.
Total Tape, the construction adhesive tape, features an exclusive mesh reinforced formula for instant grab and permanent hold.
Let's try it. You totally taped it. Wow, you nailed it. I mean, you taped it. You totally taped it. Taped it. Taped it. Taped it.
Ask for Total Tape, the construction adhesive tape.
Champions will be crowned and legends will be made when Monster Jam World Finals rolls into the land of the stars, Los Angeles, California on May 18th, 2024 at SoFi Stadium. And we want to see each and every one of you there. This is the biggest event of the year, complete with the biggest pit party of the year. You're going to see so many amazing superstars, so much Monster Jam-packed action, big air, stunts, competitions. You're not going to want to miss it. So we encourage all of you to go to monsterjam.com for all the details on how you can get some tickets and get in on the action.
Get ready, LA. Monster Jam World Finals is coming to SoFi Stadium.
Oh, and he's got it! And there is extreme air. Off the container ramp. Yes! Yeah, that's what you want to see.
We can't wait to compete in one of the hottest venues in the country.
It's gonna be epic.
I'm feeling good. The sun is shining. I knew it would.
Monster Jam fans, I'm down here on the track with Frank Krimmel, driver of Zombie. Now, you had a pretty awesome round this first event, but I know you ran into some issues with your rear axle. We talked about that during the event. How did you recover so quickly?
Well, we had a lot of help. Our crew of Bobby Powers and Junior Cunningham did a great job. We also had help from the whole Telechka team and other Monster Jam technicians. So everybody jumped in and did what they could and got it done really fast. We were able to come back and not miss an element.
Now, as we, heard from you and then we went into our donut competition. So did anything specific happen as far as your thought process to really score so high? I know you didn't know that you came in second for our donut competition.
No, not at all. Once the guys tell me the truck's ready to go, I put it all back together and they made sure everything was good to go. We had, like I said, we had a bunch of help. So, once I get in that truck and buckle in, it's like nothing ever happened. We're ready to go.
Awesome. Well, everyone, if you're ready to see Frank Krimmel get back out there on that track and spin us some awesome zombies, go ahead and stick out those zombie arms and give it up for Frank Krimmel and Zombie.
We're going to continue getting to know our amazing Monster Jam superstars. I'm hanging here at the desk with Weston Anderson in Gravedigger, and we have Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Now, Jamie, you have been dominating when it comes to the Monster Jam JCB racing competition. What is it about your driving style that's been setting you apart from the rest?
I grew up racing since I was 9 years old. My father got me into it when I was very young, so it's really cool to actually be laying it out here on the Monster Jam track. But no, it's just really adapting to the dirt every week because it's constantly changing, and even every show, to be honest with you. So that's really just the thing I've been tackling the most, and it seems to be working out for sure.
And Weston, she's been giving you a run for your money because right now the two of you are only separated by 31 points currently in the overall series points. And when it came to the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, you've been dominating 1-8, but it was only by 3 1,000ths. I want to make sure I'm saying that right. 3 1,000ths of a point. What did you do to make a difference?
I didn't have the skills run that I wanted earlier, but we were going to pick it up for tonight's event. I don't know if it was just a little bit of Indian in the dirt down here or what, but I've had bad luck a little bit. Hopefully we can pick it up in racing and two-wheel skills, and then the rest of the event, we have that covered.
And I actually think we have a clip of the second hit in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge because the first one was dynamic. It was your popper, but the second one, there was a little bit of an issue. We weren't sure if you were going to save it or not, but ultimately you did. So what exactly went on?
I grabbed reverse in the truck because it didn't set up far enough on the nose, as you can see right here, and I stepped on it just a little bit too hard, threw it back in gear, tried to get it settled. The truck just kept going crazy on me, so then I said, you know what, I'm going to set this thing down, and we still ended up blowing the hood off of it, but sometimes it's just what happens.
Now, Jamie, going into each phase of the competition, what is your mindset, and what are you going to do, to overtake Weston Anderson and Gravedigger?
Oh yeah, Weston Anderson is really, a tough competitor out here, but it's been cool to actually pick up some overall event wins over him, but man, it's just really just going out here and having fun, putting on a great event for all the fans that come out here and spend their hard money and watch us, so, that's just the fun part.
And speaking of fun, nothing says fun like Monster Jam freestyle. It's absolutely epic. And you continue to throw down heater after heater when it comes to the Monster Jam freestyle competition. We saw it last week in Kansas City, and we saw it again this afternoon with an amazing Morgan & Morgan backflip. You are able to get such height and great rotation. How are you able to achieve that?
You know, I hit the ramp a little bit slower than everybody else, and usually about 90% of the time I can land it. So that's why the truck goes so high, and then after that, the light switch just turns off. The truck does whatever it wants to, and I'm along for the ride like I'm riding a bull out there.
And you are able to do that, and you take a risk every time, because there are times you do your backflip in the middle of freestyle. You don't save it to the end, and you still had about 40 seconds left on the clock. So how do you kind of anticipate, you know, continuing on with the freestyle? Do you take the risk into consideration? Because you can ultimately stop your run right there.
Absolutely. You know, it's always a big risk whenever we line up for that backflip ramp. Sometimes we land them, sometimes we don't, and I try and land it every time. And whenever it does, my adrenaline just takes over. I go out there and I just rip the truck afterwards. Like I said, a light switch turns off in my brain, and I just burn the truck into the ground. That's all I can say.
And speaking of adrenaline, Jamie, you are a self-proclaimed adrenaline junkie. You live for this, and we just had a young fan, you know, say, you know, good luck and also be safe. So what does that encouragement feel like for you?
Oh yeah, it's incredible for sure. I mean, really, we can't get hurt too bad in these trucks. We're so confined, and we've got safety equipment there for a reason. So, of course, we're going out there just to have a good time. Like I said, put on a great event, and I mean, just put on a show.
Absolutely. She said it best. Give it up for Jamie Sullivan, Monster Much Nation, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger.
At Lucas Oil, we take pride in creating problem-solving products to make your car care easier. We protect your vehicle and make it run longer so you can focus on the things that matter most. Whether it's commuting to work, visiting a loved one, taking the kids where they need to go, going to the big game, or anywhere life takes you, Lucas Oil is committed to getting you there for all of life's important moments. Lucas Oil, it works.
Epic trucks, epic stunts, Monster Jam. Roar into Monster Jam stunts like never before. New Monster Jam Thunder Roarus drop playset. Whoa, over 6 feet tall. Here comes Thunder Roarus. Speed down the mega ramp. Huge jump. Switch stunts and drop in your favorite Monster Jam trucks. Dragon front flip. El Toro Loco corkscrew. Thunder Roarus drop from Monster Jam. Other trucks sold separately. Adult assembly required. Batteries not included.
We went to the Monster Jam test grounds to show how the original Super Glue, now with Super Unix, can win any challenge. From small,
bond super fast, just 10 seconds. All set here.
To the extreme.
Let's see how strong it really is. Yeah, let's see it lift 12,000 pounds.
The extreme power of Super Unix adhesive is shock and vibration proof. So strong, it can lift more than 12,000 pounds. The original Super Glue, featuring Super Unix, the next generation of Super Glue.
Driver of Megalodon, Michaela Telechka is here in section 112 with me. And we were just chatting about how happy she is to be here in her hometown. How does it feel to be playing here? You're from Wisconsin. Did anybody know that Michaela Telechka is from here, Wisconsin?
It's such an awesome feeling being able to be close to home. We travel everywhere in the U.S. My dad's been traveling out of states, out of countries. He's been everywhere. So being able to be close to home, it's such an awesome feeling. You guys are special to us. You guys are all basically family. So it's super cool to be here.
Now, speaking of family, we had a lot of your family here earlier today. The Telechka family is a big family, and I come from a big family, and I know how important it is to have the love and the support around you. So when you're traveling, you don't really get to have them here with you. So did it feel a little extra special earlier today?
It's super awesome. I got my brother, all 3 brothers get to travel with me. I got my dad in the back. He travels with us. So it's a little easier to not get homesick as all the other drivers. But, you know, my mom, my brother's girlfriend, my brother's fiance, they all get to be out here. They all get to show us some love and show us how much support we really get from them being at home.
Well, everyone, Milwaukee, give it up for Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. Let's see you put those fins up.
You know, here at Monster Jam, we are constantly pushing the envelope and innovating, whether it's new events, new merchandise, or even new trucks. And this year we partnered with JCB to create a very brand new truck, the JCB Digatron, that's piloted by World Finals champion Tristan England. It's absolutely amazing. Such an incredible partnership. And right now I want you to turn your attention up to the video board for a little bit more on the creation of the JCB Digatron.
Always looking for ways to bring something new into Monster Jam, and we're excited to be introducing a new partner that is as committed and dedicated to families and innovation as we are.
JCB is a company that is popular across the world.
We're the largest privately owned construction equipment and agricultural equipment manufacturer in the world.
When we met the Fell family, the similarities are tremendous. You know, we're all about today's machine, but tomorrow is our future. Our eldest son, Otis, is Monster Jam crazy. When he's not watching Monster Jam, he's drawing. Christmas last year, we were with Otis's grandpa, and they're like, let's design the perfect monster truck. And out of that, our collaboration between JCB and Monster Jam has been born.
An element that is involved virtually every day in our business is innovation. It's new ways of doing things.
Digatron is designed after a backhoe, which was one of the first machines that JCB put out. The strength of both companies really comes to fruition with this truck.
You definitely want a winning driver to be the one that's going to drive your truck. Somebody that's very authentic so that our customers could relate.
Hey y'all, Tristan England here, Monster Jam World Finals Racing Champion. Just the side of that truck, it gives me chills. It's fresh and it's new, but it's ours.
There's definitely something that builds in you the more that you get involved with the Monster Jam family, and the excitement is getting very hard to contain.
We know that this truck is soon going to be part of so many other families' lives.
It is an exciting project to be involved with, and I think the customers will enjoy it along the way as well.
Epic trucks, epic stunts. Monster Jam, the legendary gravedigger like you've never seen before. New Monster Jam Gravedigger Tracks RC. Tank treads take on any terrain. Dirt, grass, rocks, snow, even water. Splash, speed, spray. You can dig into Monster Jam stunts in a whole new way. And take the stunts to the next level. New Monster Jam Gravedigger Tracks RC. Batteries not included.
Monster Jam is now on MAV TV, and you can catch classic episodes every Saturday morning, but then stay with us because we have brand new episodes every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time of Arena in 30 and Inside Monster Jam, the official Monster Jam podcast hosted by none other than Scott Jordan.
It's time, hurry!
And welcome inside the Monster Jam studio.
Breakfast, you hungry?
Starving, are you?
Oh yeah, I'm starving.
Championship Series Blue all season long.
Oh my God! Can he save it? Oh, what a move!
Wake up with Monster Jam weekend mornings only on MAV TV.
Hey, seriously, Cole? Really?
Milwaukee, we have 4 competitions coming your way. We're going to kick things off with the JCB Monster Jam Racing Competition, follow it up with the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, go into Monster Jam Donuts, and then end it all with the grand finale, Monster Jam Freestyle. Now, throughout each phase of the competition, Taylor and I will be talking you through some of the criteria, some of the important things to look for, because you, our Monster Jam fans, will actually be playing a pivotal role in the outcome of today. And we'll get to that in just a little bit, but right now, turn your attention to the video board because it's time for Track X.
Getting you ready for tonight's 4 competitions. It is time now for Track X, brought to you by Spin Master. Monster Trucks, Monster Stunts, Monster Jam.
Up first is the JCB Racing Competition. We will start with both Monster Jam trucks staged at the starting line. After you see 2 amber lights, the final light will go green, and our drivers will hit the throttle and begin navigating this challenging track, in which the race could be won off the starting line with horsepower or with technical skill in the turns. That's where the skill, seat time, and precision of our drivers will come into play. Each competitor has the option to take the corner in a smooth, wide drift, never taking their foot off the gas, or they will slightly pump the brakes and hit a tight, narrow turn, avoiding the obstacle and accelerating to the finish line. Next up, it's the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, where our superstars will attempt their best two-wheel maneuvers to wow you, the judges, using only 2 of their 4 BKT tires. In this competition, you will see technical and combination moves combining skill, concentration, and balance to pull off some amazing maneuvers like stoppies, moonwalks, sky wheelies, poppers, and whatever new innovative trick the Monster Jam superstars dream up. While the amazing UNOH technicians gear up our Monster Jam trucks for the second half of the event, the high-flying freestyle motocross superstars will take to the skies. Our riders will do a quick warm-up session, then we will jump right into the best trick competition. The skill and athleticism of our FMX superstars will be on display as they may perform knack-knacks, supermans, whips, and maybe even a backflip. Next up, it's the Monster Jam Donut Competition, where our Monster Jam trucks return to the floor to perform their best donut. The drivers will have to read the dirt and utilize speed and focus to break the 12,000-pound truck loose and spin. To win this competition, drivers will have to conquer the laws of physics and spin a 12,000-pound truck in place like a top. You will score the moves based on speed, style, and accuracy. Our final competition of the event is Monster Jam Freestyle. Our Monster Jam drivers will compete for your score by performing the most dynamic freestyle run. The track features unique obstacles which can lead to some awesome maneuvers. Each obstacle is buried into a corner of the pod and can provide the driver a different look as they attempt to perform a run consisting of big air, momentum, and wow moments as they compete to earn the highest fan score by you at judgeszone.com.
One of the coolest parts about Monster Jam is that you, our fans, get to help us crown our champions. Using judgeszone.com, Monster Jam fans worldwide have cast over 8 million scores, and this is how. All you gotta do is take out your smartphone and go to judgeszone.com. I'm here with some Monster Jam fans, and they've already gone to judgeszone.com. Go ahead and show everybody. There we go. So once you get to this screen, it's going to ask you for a city code. As you can see, it's going to be MIL for us here today in Milwaukee. Once you get there, go ahead and press submit. And then you'll see a BKT tire pop up on the screen. Now, this is what we're going to use to submit our scores. All you'll do is press that BKT tire, slide it up or down, landing on the score you think that driver deserves. Go ahead and let's go ahead and pretend, yeah? Then you'll press submit, and then it'll say tabulating, just like so. We're just waiting for everybody to get their scores in. Now, you will only have 20 seconds to complete this entire process at the end of each run. If you look around the arena, you can see that all of the leaderboards are red. So, let's try this all together, right? Everybody go ahead and take out your phones. Go to judgeszone.com. Once you get there, you'll input the code MIL. And then it's time to score. So let's go ahead and put in our scores, everyone. Press submit, press that yellow button. You probably got about 10 seconds left now. All right, it's tabulating. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's look up at the video board and see what we scored. A 6.483. So that would be our score. Now remember, our drivers are counting on you, our judges, to score them fairly and accurately. So, who's ready for some Monster Jam fun?
Monster Jam fans, Bryce Keenan coming to you from inside Great Clips, getting ready to get this mohawk right. But I need you to get your phones out right now so you don't miss out on a great offer from Great Clips. Scan the QR code to make sure you get $2 off on your next Great Clips here. Looks great, feels great. See you guys soon.
Welcome inside the Monster Jam studio.
Turn it up, dude. I'm trying, man.
So let's get to it tonight here at Snapdragon.
Woo! That's how you do it. I want to move.
Big moment. And what a great finale to her 2 minutes here. Goatee with a 9.613. A huge score.
You need to be louder.
Get it, get it, get it.
We are just moments away from jumping into all the Monster Jam-packed action. But before we do, Taylor and I have some predictions of our own just based on what we've seen so far this series, what we saw earlier today, and what we know about our Monster Jam truck drivers. So let's talk through all the different phases of the competition. So we're going to kick things off with the JCB Monster Jam Racing Competition. The winner of that will earn the first 8 points of tonight's event. Now, I've said this earlier, but there have only been 3 drivers who have walked away with JCB Monster Jam Racing wins. We have Weston Anderson in Gravedigger, we have Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian, and Brandon Toluchka in Just Get Her Done 2. So, in your opinion, based on what you've seen, do you think one of those 3 is going to walk away once again with the racing win, or is another driver going to take it?
I think it is going to be one of those 3, Christina. As you said, they've proven themselves time and time again. And this dirt that we have here is a little bit tricky. So I think it could be left to one of the Telechkas. They have mentioned that they have a dirt similar at their farm or at their hometown. So I think they kind of have that uphand, that advantage that they've worked with this before.
Yes, we talked about that earlier, that home track advantage, quite literally, because we don't travel with our dirt. So a lot of Monster Jam fans don't realize that the dirt is locally sourced. So that's an excellent point there. Now, when we look at the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, one driver has continued to dominate. He is undefeated, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. But there are several other drivers who have been giving him a run for his money, and we saw it earlier with Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian with that amazing 3 1,000ths of a point. I've never seen anything like that.
Of course not. No, it was awesome. And last year was her rookie season. She's not a rookie anymore. She's coming back and she's hitting it hard. She's showing us what she knows. She's showing us what she learned. She's also a student at UNOH. And so she also has that advantage where she really understands her truck. So she can do things in a way that some of these drivers cannot.
And we've seen, newcomer Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco also do really well in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. He's pushing his boundaries. He's learning those poppers and is becoming a little bit more intuitive. This might be his debut season, but he's no rookie. Let's get that straight. He is no rookie. And just a few months ago, he actually went head to head against a World Finals champion, Tyler Meninga, in Gravedigger, and took 3 out of the 4 overall event championship wins. So unbelievable driver to keep an eye on. Then we have Monster Jam Donuts, then follow it up with the Monster Jam Freestyle competition. We see, drivers like Brianna Mahan, the Princess of Carnage. She won freestyle last weekend with a Morgan & Morgan backflip. We've obviously seen Weston Anderson dominate in that competition. So that's going to be a nail-biter because every driver wants to throw down, especially in Monster Jam Freestyle. So, Taylor, all that said and done, who is your pick for the overall event champion?
Well, Christina, I thought about it. I thought about it long and I thought about it hard. And I'm going to stick with my gut. My pick is the same as it was for our first event today, and that is Brandon Toluchka in Just Get Her Done 2. Now, we talked a lot about how he had that support system here. Well, him and Michaela, right? But he's consistently placed in the top 4 of all of these different competitions over these past couple of weeks that we've been back on the road. And I think maybe he just had to get the jitters out, right? That first event. So I'm sticking with my guns and going for Brandon Toluchka and Just Get Her Done 2.
That is such a respectable pick. And I actually agreed with you earlier today. We actually had the same pick. But right now, respectfully disagree, okay? I need to go with Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian, okay? She is coming off of her rookie season, and she is proving this series she's in it to win it. She's only 31 points away currently from Weston Anderson and Gravedigger in series points. She wants that automatic bid to World Finals, and we've seen her just push the envelope time and time again. I'm going to call her, the queen of JCB Monster Jam Racing. She's won 4 so far. She's pretty much made it to the finals almost every single time. And if she can really up the ante in, competitions such as Monster Jam Donuts, I really think she has a shot of overtaking Weston Anderson in series points. And then tonight, coming out as the overall event champion. But ultimately, Milwaukee, it comes down to what you think, because remember, the power is in your hands. Anytime Taylor and I ask you to please go go to judgeszone.com, put your finger on that BKT tire, slide it up or down, and click submit on the score that you feel each and every one of our drivers deserves for their individual run. But right now, that will do it for Monster Jam Trackside. We have a lot more action coming your way, and we cannot wait to get started. It is our pleasure to welcome you here to the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. Welcome you back to Monster Jam!
Peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ahead, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. Tick, tick, boom. Hard body, and not scaring nobody. You make me result to wildin'. You must be blind by the diamonds hiding. It could be this way, but y'all won't need to try this.
Monster Jam fans, the time has come to honor our great nation and its heroes. Please help us as we pay tribute to our active duty military, first responders, veterans, and frontline workers.
Milwaukee, Monster Jam was built right here in the USA. We are truly fortunate to live in the greatest nation on earth and celebrate its strengths, freedoms, resilience, and innovation. We are the United States of America.
Big sky blue. I paint my picket fences white, and I got me a front porch view of a flag out in the front yard, just a blowing in the breeze. If you ask me to pick out just one,
Here presenting our nation's colors is the Milwaukee Fire Department. And to honor America and perform our national anthem, please welcome Antoine Reynolds.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Milwaukee, it's time to get loud. I need you to say it with me. This is Monster Jam.
The first competition of the night is Monster Jam JCB Racing. All 8 trucks have been